See, I usually do those first reaction reviews, but when I see these really, really late ones like Brahms, The Boy 2, I didn't get home till like 11:30, and I'm like, I don't feel the time. I just want to go to bed because that's what this movie does. It makes you want to go to bed. When I watched the trailer for Brahms, The Boy 2, I didn't know if it was going to be a prequel because how the trailer was shown with the boy putting the mask on, or a sequel. Fear not, it is a sequel to the original Boy. And if you didn't see the original Boy, it's a weird twist ending where some people are like, oh, that's unique and different. Some people are like, that was dumb. But this one goes more in the supernatural realm. And I know some critics were saying, why would this go supernatural? That totally wipes what the first one did. I kind of disagree. The doll has always been possessed and possesses these people. And so the doll always had a cynical spirit in it. And it just matters on who it decides to latch onto. So burglary happens with Katie Holmes and the son. The son can't talk anymore because he's so traumatized. Katie Holmes also traumatized, but doesn't want to tell what's happening. But then all of a sudden, they go to this cabin in the woods because, you know what, we need to get out of the city because that's where the robbery happened. But in the woods, they find the doll, and now sinister stuff happens at the manor and at their guest house. So what I like about this movie, I thought it was a competent movie. Like, I've seen a couple like The Turning. You didn't know what they were doing with that movie. They just want to know straight style. This one, you knew what was happening on each scene of the movie, so it wasn't like second guessing or anything like that. So even though it's simple, it works as what a horror movie is trying to do. Or it's not even a horror movie because nothing was really scary, but it worked for what it was trying to do. Even though I say that, the movie is still very boring in my opinion. There are some good designs though. For example, when something happens to the doll and you see its true form, I thought that was very good practical effects. I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, that's kind of creepy and kind of cool looking. Of course, this one, like all horror movies now, want it to be a sequel to a third one. Will it happen? I don't know. It only made $5 million. I do wish the director, William something Ball, I don't remember his full name. I know it's 3 letters, but he did his first movie was called Stay Alive with Frankie Muniz. I wish that would get a Blu-ray release because that's actually a good movie from what I remember. But this is a very, very tame PG-13 horror movie for the Brahms 2. There is one scene that happens, you kind of see in the trailer, and I'm like, oh, is it really going to happen? And it does happen. And you're like, oh, okay, at least it decided to go there for what happened to this kid. But it's a very timid movie. Nothing really holds on to say, oh, that is a decent movie or that is something different that's I've already seen done before. Like I said, we've been thrown to the wall with horror movies this year, like The Lodge, this, Fantasy Island, The Grudge, and The Turning. And even though you have all those, The Grudge was bad. The Turning's the worst one still. Fantasy Island, Fantasy Island looked the best for the actual production design and color, but the story of that one is worse than this one. So it's hard to tell. But The Boy 2, it's a movie. It works for what it's supposed to do, but that doesn't say much about the movie. So, Brahms, The Boy 2 will receive a 2 out of 5 with Futon because at 40%. So, the critics' news scores gave this film. So, yeah, the critics an 11% with only 38 of them, and the audience score 41% with 646. And here's critic consensus: more likely to induce boredom than quicken the pulse. Brahms, The Boy 2 is chiefly scary for the way it undermines the effectiveness of its above-average predecessor. I have to agree. I kind of agree with the audience where it's just a movie I've seen worse. Let's see what The Turning is at actually right now, because that one was competently trash. So The Turning right now is at 12%. So the critics like The Turning better, but the audience score is at 14. So that tells you something. So do you agree with the 11, 40, or 41? Chase out the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, no things, Futon, Topi, Futons. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace and love. Peace and love. This weekend, hopefully I'll go see Call of the Wild, the Impractical Jokers movie, and The Invisible Man.